Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to the Sinking City. It's the latest Call of Cthulhu game, and honestly the most promising of them. I was actually kind of confused about the origin of this game, because there were two Call of Cthulhu games coming out in very short succession. This one, and then obviously Call of Cthulhu, and I'd heard about the Sinking City beforehand. And I actually thought the Sinking City was more of kind of like just a basic, like, Indiana Jones style game. And then I saw Call of Cthulhu, and I'm like, oh, it's a Call of Cthulhu game. Then I played Call of Cthulhu, and I'm like, hold on, this isn't the game that I know about. And then after I finished that, it's like, oh, shoot, the Sinking City is a separate thing entirely. And that's good, because I didn't really like the ending of the previous Call of Cthulhu game. It felt very abrupt, and your decisions didn't matter.
Now, because Lovecraft's work is
public
open,
domain.
That's why there are so many games coming out set
Sort
in the
of,
universe?
yes. So the Cthulhu mythos is open open to everybody to some degree, but the license for, I think, the Call of Cthulhu board game and like tabletop role-playing game might specifically be owned by somebody just because, but I'm not entirely sure.
So
It's
they're
a little
sub-licensed
vague.
Under it? Then?
There's sort of, I think just the name Call of Cthulhu is a licensed thing. And, you know, it's kind of like Vampire the Masquerade and whatever. But I could be wrong. Either way, so it's a open world exploration detective game with some combat, and I think some RPG stuff.
And I remembered from the title, or the trailer, I should say, that it seemed as though the character emerged from the water, went around a bit, perished, and then comes back on the shore. Is this going to be a time loop?
I don't know. The trailer for this game is real cool. Let's just get going, and we'll see how it goes.
A Frosty Welcome. Oh, well, it's by Johannes von der Berg, so it's probably
Dear
a guy.
Mr. Charles Reed, as you've requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in this city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct, as such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg.
So, why Massachusetts?
I don't know. Also, Reed has been a very common last name, because...
They might be taking it from characters.
Maybe? Because it was Dr. Reed in Vampire, which admittedly was not Eldritch, but still.
Oh. Well, Reed might just be a common surname then.
Oh, in Johannes, it's Johann.
Johann, right.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's the Y. Ooh. U.S. Navy.
In the Navy. It's filled with zombies.
Well, he could have been the sole survivor of his group, and his compatriots died. Maybe survivor's guilt?
Yeah, possibly.
Where is this? That was the dream he had before. Falling into the maw.
Yeah. Whoops.
I believe that is a take indication.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Oh, that was the same letter.
Yep. Yeah, otherwise I would have read it.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont Monolith National Park is waiting for you. So this already is so much cooler than the last one. I'm going to be comparing the two Cthulhu games. I apologize for that. Why is that on your wall?
Wait. Is that a sculpture? Can you inspect it?
Don't know. There's an icon.
Yeah, there is.
It's like a target with a saw and then a something else, and I don't know, but I can't interact with it. What the... Oh, okay.
Gunpowder coil springs.
Well, I can't do anything else, but yeah, I like this. I really liked that initial dream sequence. That was rad and wild and what the hell.
But you better not attack every person you
They don't
meet.
seem to mind.
That's not a
Get out.
greeting.
Wow.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
About my problem, deal with the city, nice suit.
Also, does your character perpetually have red eyes?
Yes. We don't get enough sleep.
True, with all the nightmares. So it looks like he is seeing him about the visions. But yeah, I want to know what the deal with the city is, why it draws so many people.
Sure.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Flood?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that flood.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
I guess let's go down the list.
Sure.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I just want the
I'll
audio
turn
to
it
be a
up
little
as soon as
louder.
we're out of this. I know. It's
Okay.
quiet. I apologize for that, but I can't change it in the middle of dialogue, but I can change it outside. I mean, technically you could mess with that, but no, I was going to turn it up in game. Because balancing audio is always a bit of a struggle, especially if there's dialogue.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
A philanthropist? Someone who
going
has a
with
lot
this.
of money?
I'm going to compliment his suit.
Oh.
Sorry. We can talk about it as we move around, maybe?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
I like that expression. I've already feathered a nest for you.
Yeah, the writing for this is great. I got to talk to, I think it was one of the lead writers for this game at PAX. It was very nice. I was actually really surprised nobody was, like, gathered around his booth. It was quite quiet, so I got to talk to him for a while. Let's go to how do I get to Devil's Reef? Or, no, what do you do here?
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
One thing I noticed, Wander, when you are on these screens, you're at a distance.
Yeah.
But I find it interesting that it zooms in suddenly every time you make a selection. It would have felt a little bit more natural if you, from this state, continue the conversation and then it points to his point of view. Rather than zooming in on your character.
Yeah. I don't know.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Doesn't bug me too much. I wanted to point out how freaking shiny he is.
It is raining.
He is a shiny man.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Okay, that was an appropriate zoom in. But there are other ones where it
That's
would...
it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
So, there's a point to be made about this guy.
Yes?
I don't know too much about Cthulhu mythos, unfortunately, but I do know of the King in Yellow is a character.
The King in Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I've always wanted to read Lovecraft, but I've never gotten around to it, and it's...
But
with all these games coming out, we should have. Why haven't we?
time? Always time. People are saying Haster. Yeah, I'd have to look these things up, but his choice of all the yellow is very important-ish.
What?
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Wow, that's
is-
just hanging out on the dock.
That's an octopus.
God, this whole place is gross already. All right, Charles
the
Reed,
cephalopod.
Octopus Inspector, here to inspect your horrible dock conditions. I mean, for starters, like, it's raining so much and so hard this place is probably going to be underwater within a couple of days, maybe.
Well, they already said that this had been connected to the mainland and has since become an island.
Yeah.
So...
But, like, at this point, I'd probably be bailing more than anything else. Oh, well, this guy at least kind of has the right idea. I mean, when in doubt, just proselytize. Or not proselytize, prostrate oneself. What other horrifying creatures are here? Yeah, look! See? Shark Inspector!
Desiccated sharks.
Man, you weren't here for the beginning of the, Call of Cthulhu game.
Yes, there was another... There was a...
But I was...
there was a shark
I
in
was
that.
criticizing people's handling of sharks. I mean, look at this thing. This is wasteful to the nth degree. It's just got guts all over the place. Why are there just giant holes here?
because something took a chomp out of it.
Yeah, but then why is it on the dock? Did they just see like, ooh, shark corpse, let's put it here? Or did somebody get real hungry?
Or it washed up. There could have been a tumultuous storm and wave. Oh, ooh. See, look, that got covered in mud.
Yeah.
So I think mud and debris washed up.
Look, I'm just gonna say this place's like health and safety inspector's probably dead.
Oh, wow, that's an old style steam engine.
Oh yeah, so it is. Oh, for fighting fires. This is an old style fire truck.
Right, a little fire cart, if you will.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm just gonna look meaninglessly around.
So when does this take place then? Early 1900s?
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
I would say
At
late
least he's read
1800s,
Shakespeare.
late 1800s, early 1900s, probably.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers
same
took
dialogue.
over the fishing business.
So,
Oh, yeah, what's that diving suit?
yeah, I don't know.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Was there a green glow?
There was.
But I don't think you can put it on, but
Yeah, I can look at it.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Look like there's anything I can do with it though. Ah,
oh, wait.
Albert Throgmorton's will.
Did he die?
I guess so.
You're supposed to meet with him, though.
I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor, I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
The cycle.
In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here.
Who's here?
Oh, God. Everything's all warped now. I don't like it.
All evidence collected?
Yeah, so this is a detective game. And I'm going to turn up the sound effects.
Ooh,
But
I
yeah,
like the swirls.
So we might actually be in a time loop. You're correct on that.
Well, that the people
Oh.
influenced by the dreams might eventually become part of this loop.
This run cycle's real weird. What's up, dude?
But
Look,
landlubber.
It's gonna take a while for me to get used to talking to people without hitting them with a shovel. And he's gone.
Well, wouldn't want to tarry on the dock too long. You know how to inspect that? On the wall? The carving. The
No, I think I
tentacle.
actually need a photo, like a,
A camera?
yeah.
Oh, you can... Oh, you just looked at that.
Ah,
Uh,
photo of a trophy plate. All evidence collected. That's nice that it actually gives me hints. You can actually set different inspection difficulties. So I chose the easiest one that marks these things for me.
wait, marks them on a map or something?
Yes.
Or up there?
Up there. So if I walk past a point of interest, it'll actually tell me.
Ooh,
I
man
don't
in a
care
suit.
about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
What is up with his appearance?
He's, you know, somebody made a monkey out of him.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole mutton chop business. That, and he has a smaller nose than even you.
He's got orangutan features. That's the real answer.
So this is the father of the missing Throgmorton?
Mm-hmm. He's even wearing a monkey suit.
Wander. What do you
If I
mean?
may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Wait, Innsmouthers?
Innsmouthers.
The Innsmouthers, they were the ones that were taking up the mackerel, correct?
Correct. I don't know.
Yeah, look! You can even say your features are unusual.
Innsmouth, Massachusetts is a fictional town created by H.P. Lovecraft as a setting for one of his stories. Yeah, so it's just a location. I'm just gonna go down the list and not insult his face, because I think that would go bad.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Wait a minute. Did you see how he had fangs?
Yeah.
I thought for a
When
moment
I
that he had a
say
lot of
somebody
broken-
made a monkey out of him, I meant literally.
Okay. Let's go to the... Who are the Innsmouthers?
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Does their presence make you want to ape out? Did your son happen to go ape out Junior?
Well, also, why did he call them fish-faced? I know that there are amphibious beings. Probably not. If there were creatures about, the United States probably would have already been in an uproar.
I mean, who knows? Maybe their features are a bit fishy.
Are you sure that last one won't end the conversation?
It will. Do we want to insult his features? I don't think it's a good idea.
I want to find out. I want to find out what he says about it.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Did your dad sleep with King? Did your dad sleep with Queen Kong? Or like the King of the Jungle? How many Tarzans did you have to go through before it got to you?
Must also be dominant traits.
Yeah.
Not recessive in the slightest. If it, yeah, very interesting. Watch it be from some kind of ancient line that's specifically in league with Cthulhu. What do you think? What?
His
Also,
dad's
is that
King Louis.
Is, I don't know.
Oh,
So, also, how do you
boy.
pronounce it? Is it Cthulhu or something?
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu. I always say Cthulhu.
Yeah, I just say Cthulhu. I don't try and pronounce it with, like, all the eldritch...
Well, wait, isn't there an extra L in there somewhere? Cthulhu?
No. E-T-H-C apostrophe who.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
But,
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
so this is the house.
yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
What's with all the markings? I've noticed a lot
Homeboy,
of...
do you ever clean your house? Ever? Does living in squalor, is that like a hobby piece for you? Is that like a way of life?
Well, look at all the barnacles.
Actually,
and
yeah, it looks to be.
Uh,
Look at his feet.
Look at the exterior, though. It's changed. Look at all that rock and
Rain coral?
Yeah, coral. Ew. I don't know if it would have always.
Well, the ambiance changes quick.
That's
Huh.
a peculiar texture for the moss dangling or the seaweed.
What?
Oh wait! Was someone cutting up fish and
Yeah.
just eating it raw, or eating the insides?
I don't know. That's one
Like gutting them?
that's one hell of a table covering for the rest of this. Like, this man set up one fine-ass dinner, and it's fish guts. He's got a hell of a lot of garlic. Like, dude is vampire-proof. Look at that. He's prepared.
Well, those are a bunch of herbs, probably to make the fish taste a little bit.
Wait, he's got multiple bathtubs full of just horrible dead fish.
But how do you get that much
And, of course,
blood-
his decorative squid. Octopus, sorry. Multiple.
multiple?
Damn.
I mean, this could have been because of the flood, but then how are all those fish neatly
No
in
way
the bath boxes?
did he have this much. This is this guy's hobby. These boxes are stacked with rotting fish. I think he just likes the ambiance.
But how all the barnacles? How did? Yeah, all of this stuff.
It was like
It
this
was
before the
submerged.
flood. This man's just been this man is Lovecraftian chic all the way, and has been for presumably his whole life.
He uses that as a staircase.
Oh, there's a person there. Yes. What? You don't use a boat to like climb stairs?
Oh, I see. The police.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Sure.
Wait, someone threw that aside and then jumped out?
Yup. Sounds like Albert
Like-
Jr. Or no, Albert Throgmorton did in fact ape out.
Yeah, and there's the blood, and there's, yep, footprints.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Oh, I like that little saving icon at the bottom. It's like an octo squid thing. Pay attention for it. It's real small, but it looks cool.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
So let me get this straight. They brought the Throgmorton son in. Then they started having terrible headaches.
After Albert started saying stuff.
Right, after he started going crazy. A fight ensued. His friend died. Yeah, Kay is a kind of oath. Kay be with him, like, is that like a blessing or something, or?
Well, we'll keep finding out.
And then, yeah, the giant would be Cthulhu.
Probably, or something else.
Or something
I mean,
else.
it could
there are
be
other deities.
Yeah,
or beings.
Or I mean, we could just have like Matryoshka horror, where you find the first one, but it leads you to the second, even bigger, giant or sleepier horror.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or... Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
So, is the dead man in this room? No, this room still seems to be intact. Can you look at the bed? Oh, that's him moaning.
Oh, cool. You can actually see the reflection. Sort of.
It's muddied, though.
Yeah, but
And
like not a lot of games actually
are-
try and do live reflections of the character.
What are all those on the wall?
Magazines.
Advertisements?
Yeah, railway.
2 trains daily. Oh, so this is his room.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
Really likes his trains.
Yep, well, he was working on the railroad.
Aha!
Alcohol, metal scrap, so that must be for...
Yeah, there's a crafting system in this game.
Oh.
Oh, there.
Oh!
Ooh.
Was his head smashed in?
Whoops.
I
Sorry.
can
You're not
barely
supposed-
recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Now, Oh. What is... Are you seeing the past?
Yeah.
What's that beating above you in the net?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Are you supposed to go somewhere? See something? There's candles
I'm not
lit.
sure.
5 cards short of a full house.
Are you... Wait, what are those symbols? They pop up here and there. The pound sign? Oh! It's attacking you, I think. Did you do something wrong?
I hit it. I don't think so.
Well, it seemed as though you were lost in a parallel dimension of sorts.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
The creatures could pursue you. Oh no.
5 cards short of a full house.
So hanging out near this lantern and moving consistently. Yeah, I let my blue bar get too low.
That keeps it at bay. Is that the delirium?
That's the sanity meter.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Ah, so see? Isn't this the 20s then?
Yep.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
All the eyes.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Wait. They do have fish faces. Look more closely.
I don't think I can, but yeah.
Are they...
So this would be Lewis's room.
Okay. A pocket watch. Anything of interest? It'd be nice if you could open it. See if there's a... Wait. What's going on? What kind of eyesight are you... Oh, that's the sun.
Okay. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. First, can I save the game? Thank you. I can. Well, bango.
Okay. Oh. So this is where he was laying.
What's happening?
Okay.
So that's the Innsmouther. That's...
Lewis is the Innsmouther.
And that's the guy that died.
Paul. Okay, they ran.
Take this, ape face.
Oh. Actually firing upon him.
Yeah. So
That's how he
Albert got shot by Lewis.
That's how he got injured. And then he throws the barrel at Paul. That's what smashed his head in. Do you have to choose what came first?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
One.
What?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Oh, did you see the spider creature again?
Yeah. Mind plays. Oh, Mind
Mind
Palace. Investigation of the main case reveals clues for your Mind Palace. See to open the casebook, then switch to Mind Palace. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get evidence. Crucial information for the case. It's added to the casebook. Deductions. These explain nuances of the case. They're displayed in the Mind Palace. Some deductions can be interpreted differently. This can lead to different conclusions. Discover all possible conclusions to fully understand the case. It's up to you on how to solve it.
Ooh, interesting.
I really like this. It's similar to your, It's similar to your Heaven's Vault game, but slightly different enough to keep me interested. Not a big fan of the fisheye effect, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's supposed to be mind-bending. Did you look at the thing on the wall?
I still hear those voices.
Yeah. That was just darts.
Just darts.
Yeah, I think we're done with this. So I think it wants me to go to the Mind Palace. How do we get there again? C to casebook. Okay.
House brawl.
We also have lore, trophy plate, and the will. Mind Palace. Okay.
Oh, are we supposed to put these in order
Yeah.
then? Okay. Oh,
Combine clues to make deductions.
so... Okay. That doesn't seem to be right. So, which one are you selecting first? Oh, okay. When Albert Throgmorton became aggressive, Lewis and Innismouth Fishman immediately started to shoot at him. Wait a minute. What about the feud? We already know about the feud between the two clans up top. Or when you do the lock, do you lock the first in place?
Yeah. So, because I tried combining this with this, it was red.
Okay.
You can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. You can track them using my supernatural sense.
Okay, why don't we do the sudden psychotic outbreak led to...
Probably Lewis shot without warning.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh. Albert returned unstable, and then the sudden outbreak.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Albert spread hysteria around him. Spread some sort of psychic influence, which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria.
Wait, let me look at the feud one.
Throgmortons and Innsmouthers are
Oh,
an
actually,
ongoing feud.
Albert attacked the fisherman. Can we look at that one? As soon as he regained consciousness, and then he fled wounded.
Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen.
Oh right, because he did shout something that was negative about the Throgmortons.
Yeah, as an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be the reason to hate them. Sorry, am I going
to read
too fast?
all of them? I'd like to read some.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it depends on what lore we find later.
Okay, so we can track him down. This is weird. Oh, I want to do this.
Oh, there's the shadows, too.
I don't think there's anything else in here. We might have to keep looking. But yeah, it looks like it really benefits us for being thorough. Damn it.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Let's see what you find,
It
newcomer.
would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Note to self, don't fall out of that.
So
In the
where
future.
would he run? Do you need to use your second sight in order to see where he
I've
left?
said everything I know.
Oh yeah, the
Mr.
will.
Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, there's still something I'm missing in here. Possibly in here?
Ah.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
But where is the dog?
Shell casing, some gunpowder.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
This
All
person-
evidence collected.
So this was the room of the one who died, then?
Is it?
I believe so, because there was the train room, the fish room, and then the— oh wait, symbols!
Yeah. I think that just means lootable container.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Or is it just an interactable object? That's what it could be.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I'm just looking around if there's anything I've missed. It said all evidence collected.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna operate under the assumption that we did.
Do we head to the inn or try to see if there's a blood trail?
Weird.
Hmm?
I'm trying to understand. Okay, all evidence collected there. Got it. There's just like a yellow-orange border around it. Oh, this is a nice map. Look.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is huge.
It's a massive island. Let's see. So, the
boy.
shells?
Oakmont Chronicle, Police Department, Devil's Reef Hotel, St. Mary,
Old Grove. I wonder if that's a posh part of town.
Coverside, Advent, The Shells, Salvation Harbor. We're in Grimhaven Bay currently. Nantucket Street. Reed Heights.
Oh,
Reed
Reed.
Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And Old Grove. Reed Heights sounds interesting.
Well, who was it a Dr. Reed or?
We are Reed.
Oh, you are Reed. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do they have does the main character have a familial connection?
Who knows? So here's our skill system. Ooh. It's the double quest reward items.
Wait, there's a tree?
Yeah,
An
big old
upgrade
skill tree.
Skill tree, huh?
It looks like we've got a lot to do. A lot of gun-related things. Antipsychotic. A lot of combat-related stuff. Isn't he Reed? Nope. R-E-E-D. I think it was Dr. Reed and Vampire. But still. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I'm just gonna start looking around. And we
Okay.
can talk about stuff. The hell are these? Oh my god, what is
dog?
that?
Is that what remains
That's
of
a
the dog?
cat!
Or, wait,
That's a weird horror cat thing.
did it have too many legs?
Look at it. Yeah. It's a... Oh.
Is there another one?
Not anymore.
What, does it have crustacean-like appendages sticking out of its...
Help. Ugh. Oh, I don't like that.
Wait, so what is the main character's name?
Charles Reed.
Charles. Okay.
I'm just gonna look randomly around for a
See
little
if there's
while.
any more warped fauna.
or like interesting things to inspect, because clearly there's clues everywhere.
An awful lot of these carts.
Yeah.
Food carts, by the looks of it. Probably from a time when these were beautiful docks.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Praise the say. But yeah, I think we might want to read some Lovecraftian stuff at some point, Shell.
Mm-hmm. Especially if games like this keep coming out.
Yeah. Admittedly, I think this is the last Eldritch game I know of coming out for at least a little while. Oh, they respawned.
More of them. Don't you know? They're not actually the cats. They just
wear the skin
corpses.
of the cats.
They're going awfully fast.
I'm not seeing anything popping up. Like, it usually marks interactable stuff from pretty far away.
Well, this is.
The door won't budge.
Maybe eventually. I think to some degree I should probably just,
Head to the end.
What is this?
Oh, look at him passionately holding that fish.
Kissing it, even.
Blackwood
Marsh Fish Canning Factory.
Fish canning. But look at that. Yeah, he is kissing it, and it has a fin lovingly caressing his bare chest.
Mermaids made very strangely.
Don't you know that's how they get the Innismouthers?
Oh, I see. This boat is how we probably get around a little bit. Oh, especially because if you notice, it's all flooded.
Mm-hmm. Those are the alleyways.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.